Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Happy Ruby Tuesday. I hope this lighting setup here that I have is not bothersome. I've shown on my stories before how my filming setup is, and I have my little table here in the doorway, and there's a lot of natural light coming in and casting some shadows on my table, and I like the way that looked. So I hope it's not too, now that I'm looking at it actually on the video, I hope that's not too distracting. But okay, so this is my Ruby Tuesday project, and it's another hardcover journal. This one is a hardcover made from scratch. I think my last project was an altered book that was hardcover, and this is a cover made entirely from scratch. So yeah, it is hand painted, and as I said in one of my posts about it, was that the gold gilding on it was a happy accident. It was actually gold flake that fell onto my book while I don't remember what I was doing to it, if I was painting it or sealing it or something, and so then I really liked it, and so I added more. But yeah, and in the frame there's one of Heather's wallpapers, so it's from one of the wallpaper kits. That's the background inside the frame on the front. So this paper here, this one here is from Boho Butterfly, and it's like a two-page paper, or you can fold it in half, and you get one thing on one side, which is like this vintage hanky, and then one thing on the other side, which I think I'm showing. Yeah, that on the other side. So she made kind of like a nice page for you, so you can just fold it right in half. And I like how when you fold it right in half, you get a little bit of that brown, which reminds me of vintage tape, like the clear yellowed vintage tape. When you print this on tracing paper like I have, it kind of gives that effect. So I suggest you try that because it looks really cool. So I've used a ton of different kits, no rhyme or reason. I have a lot of her kits printed out because I am a designer on the design team, so I always am printing new things that she sends out, and so I just have a lot of things already ready, and then when I go to make a project, I just usually pull from what I already have unless there's something specific I need. So this project here is a lot of florals. There's botanical pages and things in here, and yeah, just a lot of really pretty flowers and botanicals, I would say. Not so much oh yes, this is the William Morris kit, I know that, and this is just absolutely beautiful. I think I mentioned in my last video too, the William Morris drawings kit that she has is just fabulous. I suggest you go check it out right now. You might think you don't need it because it's the drawings and not the full patterns. No, you need this one. It's really, really beautiful, really unique pieces from William Morris that I had never seen before. So this is just a little tag. I've included a bunch of tags in here from the collage masterboard that I showed in my I posted about recently, where I did some stamping and painting on a collage masterboard, and then I cut it all up. So all the tags are in here. That's a vintage postcard. So yes, I pretty much gathered all of my wallpapers that I had printed from her. I made this little tag here with some little wallpaper scraps, which is a really easy way to make a really pretty tag. I wanted to say I got the image there from an art book, so it's an art book about this painter, and I forget who it is. You can take any image that you like, and then I just picked two different wallpaper scraps and sort of did a little three-piece tag, and then you just add a little embellishment like the stamp on the front, and you have a pretty tag. The tabs I did in a journal Ruby Tuesday project before. I did them again here. There's a couple pages with them, and I just love the way that looks. I love looking at the wallpapers printed so small and compact like that, because the design just looks really intricate and detailed when they're printed on small little tabs like that. What else? This pretty little ballerina, probably from the vintage ballet kit. and some vintage ephemera in here. So you'll notice that I didn't put any textiles, like ruffles at the edges of pages where they stick out of the book. I did put a bunch of sari trim tabs up at the top because I thought that it might be kind of nice to just have the book where like textiles aren't clogging it up on the sides, and it's more free for you to like move your hand around as you write and do your artwork and collaging on the pages in here without just like fabrics in the way, I guess. Not that they're in the way, I still make my journals that way, but I wanted to try something different. I know other people have done the tabs up at the top too, but I put them up at the top this time with nothing on the sides, just to see if the recipient will enjoy like a more ease of use this way. So yeah, lots of vintage papers in here. I've used some rose petal dyed papers from Paper Art Alessandra. I believe that is one of the French invoices from Heather, and that is a wallpaper that I accidentally printed upside down. Don't tell anyone. And this is a beautiful wallpaper tag with a floating pocket on the back, so I just put another tag in there. This one was really fun to work on because it was just really like looking for things that, you know, kind of match. Lots of blues like this here, and then I used that little blue floral snippet on the bottom there for a tuck spot on top of a pocket, so it's kind of like a double pocket right there. But yeah, just picking out pretty papers, picking out pretty vintage papers. I love doing Ruby and Pearl or Ruby Tuesday projects because it's just so much fun getting to select, you know, so many pretty things. It's almost like it's hard it's hard to not just use everything that I have printed out in one journal. I try to like be really balanced about what I put inside because I don't want it to be overwhelming, and I want it to be inspiring. So the tags that I make and the ephemera that's inside is chosen not at random. It's chosen carefully, and it's chosen to inspire. So and when I make them, like, I just imagine, I think I've said this before, like imagining your journaling and your words and the way that you're going to decorate this journal in addition to what's already in here with all these pretty papers from Ruby and Pearl XO. I mean, I have yet to have somebody send me a video or a picture of like a completed journal of one that they've gotten from me, and I would love to see that because I think about it all the time how cool they must look once they reach someone who's actually actively working in them. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, some more botanicals here. I just really was gravitating towards like my plant and botanical books, and definitely gravitating towards the William Morris stuff, and lots of crumbly vintage papers. Some of them I had to reinforce with tape. This is from a book that feels like it's just never ending. I pull from it all the time, and it's still got so many pages. But that centerfold page there is from this really beautiful garden book, and the tag that I just showed you it's got wallpaper from Ruby and Pearl that I think is from one of the newer kits of wallpaper, which are all so beautiful. You should go check out all the newer ones that she, I would say, most recently came out with. A lot of really nice bold colors in those. And this, okay, I've been saving this piece of ephemera because I have a lot of like bigger ephemera that I try to save for my hardcover journals because they're usually bigger and the ephemera will fit. So this is just like this, I don't know if it's like an invitation or like some sort of, I don't know, maybe somebody can confirm what it is, but it's on really nice stationery, and it's kind of got like a deckled edge to it, and then so does the envelope, and it's just a French piece from 1972 and really pretty. But as you can see, it's a big huge envelope, so I never get to use my bigger ephemera. So I'm glad this found a home. And then I just did a little flip up, flip out with one of the wallpaper pieces. So this tag right here, this is my favorite tag of the journal. I think it's just so pretty. The circle, I had die cut that out from another project, and so I added it on the back, and I thought that that would be a cool place for you to maybe like include a picture over that circle and kind of use it to frame maybe your own picture, or you could maybe die cut your picture in an oval and put it there. More little tabs. And then this is some beautiful periwinkle antique paper. It's from the 1800s, and isn't it there's just the most insane color? Yeah, that's just a beautiful, beautiful paper. I have a couple of documents from this set, and it's just so amazing that it kept its color all this long, and the handwriting is so crisp and beautiful. And then this tag right here, my daughter helped me put together. We picked everything out for it, so I showed her all my little pieces from Ruby and Pearl, and she helped me pick it out. And the florals actually are from one of the wallpaper sets, and I just fussy cut around it to kind of make it look like a bouquet that's just placed on top of the tag. So that's how I created that tag. And then again, with that tag is just some more wallpapers and things, and some more botanical pages. The pocket that that's going into is also from a wallpaper set, and I believe it's one of the newer ones, like I said, with the bold colors. And that's the tea stained paper. Sorry that lighting, I hope you can see this beautiful tea stained paper, and the vintage ledger florals there. And then just some more vintage pieces. So that little pocket is when you go to her, look at her wallpapers, she's got where all 4 of them in the set are printed on one sheet. I always print those out, always, because I always find a use for those. That's like the first thing I print out when I print the wallpapers, because I can always use those for tuck spots, tags. They're just so versatile to have them printed out like that, or already collaged on a page of with all 4 of them. So I suggest always printing those out if you do get the kits. So this little paper, I forget which kit it came from, but I sized it down to be kind of mini. And then I printed a William Morris drawing on the inside of it. And then just some more little ephemera there. And then this is some avocado dyed paper that ripped. So I gave it a little Ruby and Pearl band-aid with some wallpaper that I had left over. And some more vintage things. And I think we're coming close to the end. Oh, this is a beautiful bed. Look at that. Like, imagine if that was your bed. It's kind of like, gives me like bohemian vibes a little bit. Love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my project. Once again, Ruby and Pearl with all the most beautiful papers you'll ever need for journaling. And also, like, you can even use them for cover embellishments like I've done here in a frame. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this project, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.